Please subscribe my channel. I never thought a small, harmless joke could shake up everything I believed about my life, my marriage, and my own feeling of safety. My name is Sarah. I'm 32 years old, and I've been married to David for 8 years. We have a 4-year-old son, Liam, who fills every room in our house with happiness. To outsiders, we look like the ideal family, laughing together at meals, telling stories on weekends, the perfect picture of a happy home. But sometimes life shows the hidden weak spots when you're not looking for them. It all began last Sunday morning. I stayed home to finish some work while David took Liam to a playground in Portland, Oregon. When I glanced out the window, I saw them having fun together. Liam was swinging as high as he could, holding the chains tightly with a huge smile on his face. David, like always, was playing around with him, pulling funny faces, and I couldn't help but smile warmly. Then I heard David teasing Liam in his usual relaxed way. "I bet your mom would be so proud of you. She'd probably tell all her friends about her amazing little guy," he said, messing up Liam's hair. I stopped suddenly in the kitchen, my heart feeling tight in a way I didn't expect. It was just a light, innocent joke, or at least it seemed that way. But something about how he said it, the timing, the relaxed tone, made me feel uneasy. I watched Liam laugh happily, his joy so pure and free from grown-up worries, and for a quick moment I felt that usual warmth. Then it struck me. The joke hit a small truth I wasn't ready to face. By the time they got home, the mood already felt heavy, even though neither of them noticed. David waved at me casually, probably expecting me to smile and laugh along, but I didn't. I walked over to him, keeping my voice steady but firm enough to cut through the easy morning feeling. "David, we need to talk right now." He stopped, still holding Liam's hand. I saw a quick look of worry in his eyes, but I continued, leading them gently into the family room. Liam, as usual, didn't sense anything wrong. His giggles still lingered softly in the room, completely unaware of the sudden strain. I tried to organize my thoughts and keep my voice calm before saying the words I had kept inside for months, this nagging doubt I had never spoken out loud. "I called the clinic this morning," I said at last, my voice flat and without the usual pauses that had bothered me for weeks. "For a DNA test for Liam?" David blinked, stopping in place. "The clinic?" he asked, sounding unsure. "Are you serious?" I nodded slowly, feeling the heaviness of my choice. "Yes, I am." For a long moment, the room was silent. Liam sat quietly on the sofa, watching a cartoon, totally unaware of the storm building around him. David didn't speak at first. I could see the struggle in his eyes, shock, hurt, and perhaps fear about what the test might show. I realized then that one joke, a quick remark meant to enjoy our son's innocence and our family's happiness, had started all this. My thoughts raced, trying to guess how he would react, what questions he might have, or how frustrated he might feel. Yet under the strain, under the fear and uncertainty, there was something else, a strong need to know the truth, no matter how much it might hurt. I handed him the clinic appointment paper, with the date and time printed clearly. I noticed his fingers shake a little as he took it. There was no anger in me, no wish to hurt him. This wasn't about payback or lack of trust. It was about being sure, about needing clear answers after months of doubts I had pushed down. As I looked at David, his face showing confusion and worry, I felt a twinge of guilt. He hadn't really done anything wrong. But I understood then how easily trust can break quietly, almost without notice, until one moment, a joke, a casual comment, a hidden fear, turns into the reason for a serious talk you never saw coming. If you've ever had a simple remark turn into big doubt, please like and share this story. Help others see how easily trust can break in relationships. I walked to the window, looking out at the calm neighborhood street in Seattle, Washington, letting the everyday sounds fill the quiet between us. Outside, everything looked normal and peaceful, while inside the unspoken words wrapped tightly around us. David stayed quiet, probably searching for the right thing to say. But I knew this couldn't be fixed with jokes or light chat. Finally, I spoke again, softer this time. "David, I need to be certain. For Liam, I need to know exactly where we stand and who we truly are." The words floated in the air, fragile yet powerful. I watched him think them over, trying to read his reaction and see if he grasped how serious this was. This wasn't a joke or a threat. It was a request for honesty in a world that had begun to feel less sure. The next few days were awful. I couldn't concentrate on work or sleep well. Every time I looked at Liam, I felt a mix of love, fear, and guilt. I kept thinking about David's reaction again and again, wondering how he would act when the appointment day arrived, angry, protective, or calmly accepting. I didn't know, and that unknown feeling bothered me constantly. At last, the clinic day came. I drove quietly with Liam chatting cheerfully in the back seat, unaware of the strain, while David drove behind us, silent and controlled, his jaw clenched, hands tightly on the wheel as if holding onto his calm. The drive felt like a slow journey toward something I had feared for months. Inside the clinic, the smell was sharp with disinfectant and worry. We completed the paperwork, answered the same questions I had already thought about hundreds of times, and then it was time. David went first, giving his sample without saying anything. I wanted to speak, to say something to lighten the heaviness between us, but I couldn't. Silence had become part of us. When I gave my sample, David finally spoke, his voice low and careful. "Sarah, I understand why you're doing this, but are you sure it's needed?" I looked at him, searching his eyes for anger. There was none, only worry, confusion, and a deep hurt that matched mine. "David, I have to know," I replied gently. "For Liam, for both of us, I need to be sure. I can't keep wondering." He nodded slowly, and for a short moment it felt like we were together again, joined by our love for our son, even if trust was still shaky. But really, a DNA test is more than just results and science. It's like a mirror that shows fears, doubts, and hidden things we sometimes keep even from ourselves. We left the clinic quietly. Liam hummed a song in the back seat, unaware, tapping his small hands on the door. I reached over and held David's hand, and he didn't let go. That simple touch felt huge, a connection across the gap of doubt that had appeared so quickly. Comment below with your thoughts. Have you ever had to make a tough choice like this to protect your family? Share your stories. Let's talk about how hard decisions affect relationships. The waiting time was painful. Every phone alert made my heart race. Every text from David felt heavy. When the results finally arrived, I was alone in the den with Liam on my lap. I opened the envelope with trembling hands. My breath stopped. He was completely ours. The relief was overwhelming, and a huge burden lifted from me. But the fear, suspicion, and doubt had already changed us. They made us face the parts of our marriage we usually avoided, the quiet grudges, the unspoken worries. That evening, after putting Liam to bed, I sat with David. We didn't need many words, just being side by side felt like making peace. Our hands found each other easily, and we both let out a long breath we hadn't known we were holding. I looked at him, really looked, and said, "I'm sorry for letting doubt win." He shook his head, his voice gentle and calm. "No, Sarah, I understand. You just wanted to be sure. And honestly, I needed it too." Type trust in the comments if you think relationships can last when honesty comes first, even when it's hard. Let's start a discussion about trust and love. In the days after, life slowly went back to normal. Liam's laughter filled the house again without any hidden strain. We learned that even strong connections can shake under fear, but they can grow stronger by facing those fears directly. The DNA test didn't just prove what we already knew deep down. It reminded us that openness and bravery are essential in marriage. I learned something valuable from all this. Doubt isn't always a sign of weakness or cheating. It can be a reminder to stop, think, and strengthen things. And sometimes a light joke meant to share happiness can start the needed honest talk. What counts is how you handle things after the difficult time, how you fix the small breaks before they get bigger. Like this story. Comment your thoughts on dealing with sensitive family issues, and subscribe for more true life stories that show how honesty, bravery, and love mix together in daily life. I'm not sure if David and I will ever forget the worry of those few days, but I do know we are stronger now. We've learned to listen better, talk more openly, and face hard truths as a team. Liam's laughter is back, brighter than ever. And every time I hear it, I remember that even the toughest moments can bring growth, understanding, and a deeper connection.